Good morning, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 68, 3 vs 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 3, Round 2. My opponent is Aesop Rock, the captain of Chromium, and yes, one of the winningest Grand Arena players to ever do it. Only a few players have ever won, held rank 1 at the end of a season consistently, more than 1 or 2 seasons. He's won up on a long streak. So how's everybody else doing today? Get the music rolling. Get ready to set up the prediction. Hey, Sweens. Hey, Sheepdog. Good morning. I hope you still have all your fingers. I do, for now. Yes. Day is young. Still lose them to anything. All right. Make ready with the prediction. What'll it be today? I'm thinking it's a 2 or less, 3 or more kind of situation. Let's start up the prediction. This up over here. And away we go. So, rank 5 fighting rank 4. My 15.9 million GP to his 16.1. Top 80 GP. My 3.21 million to his 3.21. Zetas, we both have 410. GAC Omicrons, we both have 84. Top 80 average speed, my 167 to his 171. Bot analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 289 to his 385. Neat. 24 speeds, my 586 to his 676. Plus 20 speeds, my 875 to his 1061. Plus 4% offense mods. 273 to 395. And plus 6% offense mods, 98 to 136. He's just got me round the clock. Hey, Cosley, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. All right, let's see here. Relic analysis, total levels, 2,507 to 2,557. Yeah. All right, Relic 9's my 152 to his 172. That's actually reasonably close. Relic 8's my 132 to 126. Relic 7's my 9 to his 0. Datacron analysis, total rerolls, my 304 to his 368. Pretty good, reasonably competitive. Level 9 Datacron's my 53 to his 62. 6 to 8's I have 3, he has 1. And 3 to 5's I have 10, he has 2. All right, for Galactic Legends, what are we dealing with here? Picking out good offense on the Rey. Yeah. Nasty Lord Vader he's got there. 13.2k offense at 590. Still over 300 life total. A bad lad. All right. 580. Okay, really fast. Leia. Wow. Is the music rolling? I feel like I can barely perceive it. Playing over there? Yeah, no, it's playing. Okay. It's got enough running in the background that I can barely hear it. All right. Meta characters, yes. Big old mean Balin. And okay, decent cat. Fast Malgus, fast Exile Ezra. Everything else looks pretty reasonable. Okay. All right, over to the OmegaBot report. So, for his last 2 weeks, Aesop's just all over the place. Looks like he's mostly favoring to go the second day, though, of Grand Arena. Sometimes he might open you up early. All right, as far as speeds go, we can see that he's got me beat for most of it. We'll see. We both have all the Grand Arena Omicrons. I think he's had a couple of Rhodiums on the way, so the offensive, banner efficiency skew is not really to read into. What you're looking for is drops, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the entire 2 weeks. So, Hey, Shake, good to see you, man. Always appreciate patrons showing out in the chat. Sheepdog was there earlier, for sure. Feathers, what's going on? I missed the last few streams. New jobs making the timing hard. Best of luck today. Hey, man, congrats on the new job. Glad to hear that. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he's been putting on defense the last 2 weeks. It's been Dr. Aphra, Ahsoka Tano with Watt, Halloran Beck, Lord Vader, Traya, Slacker, Jedi Master Mace Windu, Rey Swolo Ezra, DRZ, Gas, JML JKL, so that's with Hodocron, man. Reva Starkiller, Malgus, Saw, Fugitive Omega, and Seer Malicos. And he might rotate one of those one-count team ins otherwise. Teams in otherwise. Executor, Endurance, and Malevolence on defense. Nothing too crazy. As far as what we might expect to see bottom front, Traya, Rey Swolo Ezra, Aphra, Ellerin, and maybe it's Ahsoka Watt, or it could be Malgus, Rex, Dungans, Darcy. We'll find out. As far as offense goes, Sith Eternal, Darth Bane, Leia, JMK Cat, 5 out of 6. So I'm not likely to see some JMK shenanigans because he's liking to set JML with the Hodocron instead. So I don't think he's going to try to put me through what Arsenal did last round. Sign of Django, Wampa, Sidious, Balin, Jabba, Gungans, Tarkin, Night Sisters, BKM, Bosk, DTMG, Great Mothers, and Reva. And then the rest of it is what he's got to do. Only a couple times I'm seeing Queen on offense. That's interesting. So Queen hiding in the back can be a real issue, I think. I have to consider that. I had to. Bane. Something. Profundity, Leviathan, and Negotiator on fleet. So yeah. Yeah, he's got enough to make it clear. All right, what's he been dropping on this season? A BKM, a Rey Swolo Ezra, Seer Malicos Maul, Slacker DRey one time, Gas Krex, Huskins, Ahsoka Exile Ezra, Lord Vader, Dr. Aphra, Fugitive Omega, it happens to all of us, I think, at least once, Traya, and that's it. So, nice. Brolik, hey, hi Tess. Does Aesop have the best roster, including mods in Swugga? It really depends on how you want to rate that. Like, does he have the most high speed and high offense mods? No. Does he have the most or highest rerolled datacrons? No. But he is just one of the longest standing, winningest guys to do it. So I think that's the important part. But hey, good to see you, Krolik. How's life treating you? I know you haven't played the game in a few years now, but yeah, good to see you, man. Striker, good to have you, man. Another patron in the chat. I want you to win, but I want there to be some jeopardy in the channel points, so I'm voting overs. I appreciate that. Gotta play the odds. Womp, what's going on? What's going on? Kick his arse, Tass. You can do it. Appreciate it. Man, all the patrons showing up. Another one, Wilco. Hey, man. All the best RNG tasks. You can do this. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see. Danos. Hey, man. You can do it. Rip his head off. Yeah. Grab his dick and twist it. Yeah. All right, Sweens. All right, buddy. I'm going to lurk while working out. Kick his ass, Seabass. We will do our very best. Random broom in the front. Broom. Random broom in the frame. All right. Yes. Okay, so that's enough on this. Let's check out where we're at with the prediction. There we go. Okay, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds here, and I'll close out the poll. Get in those last minute votes. What's it gonna be? Will it be pretty clean? Or is it going to be blood on the floor? And sorry I had to dip last night, Tass. Had a hike to do with family. Hey, man, that wasn't my show. I was a guest, just like you were. So you can talk to Womp about that. Brew. I see you, Striker. That's funny. All right, I see your undervote sheet. Appreciate you. All right, we'll cut it off right there. End submissions. Okay. You guys think I'm in for it, yeah? 30% of the points wagered went 2 or less. 70% went 3 or more. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so fortune strikes. Let's talk about topside defense first. You've got Tarkin, DCT, and Scorch, followed by Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, Mercenary Wrecker. Got DRZ with the Zalbar Kron after that, Lord Vader Appo CX2 with the Appo Kron, and then Gas, Krex, and please tell me that. And you really hope it's not 5s. Anyway, the point is that I was really agonizing over what last team to set, and yeah, chatting it over, Dagger convinced me to give it a shot because I don't think I've set Gas all season. So I consider that to be one of the worst teams I have down. Weird times. All right, bottom front. At 11. All right, so he has not yet attempted Tuskens with a set 22 Kron. Seer Malicos Starkiller is down. Read from that what you will. Traya, Savage, and Talon are here, followed by, we'll talk about that other one in a second here. It's Aphra, BT1, and Kersantin not yet attempted, and then 8 attempts. It was only 4 just a few minutes ago, so I guess he's taken another few swings in the last 5-10 minutes. But Slacker, Drey, and Crew, and dig this, guys. I've been setting Slacker, Drey, and Faust all season because I believe in Faust. I believe in the passive counterattack potential and the extra attacks getting generated from that. More ultimate charge for Slacker, I think. Greater threat for potential ultimate. However, I saw something interesting in the data. Aesop has been favoring this crazy shit right here. Bane, Nihilus, Relic 9 Nihilus, versus Slacker, Drey, and Faust. Now, think about it. He's going to open up with the cooldown increase. And if Nihilus isn't immediately killed, he'll compound that using his middle. Then Nihilus dies. Maybe Bane gets a middle off before Nihilus dies. Now you've got maximum cooldown value, right? Nihilus dies. Bane gets his third, or whichever way you want to do it. I think having done this before, after your Sith ally sacrifices, if you use your third, you better be able to take the hits, man, because I feel like most of the time you're wanting to go for the middle. I would say the only time to not go for the middle is if you don't think you'll kill. Great. Anyway, let's see. So this works. He's made this work a couple of times versus Slacker, Drey, Faust. Now, I saw in round 2, he attempted that on Baby Yoda with Crew, and I haven't been setting Crew, and I can't be sure that Crew was the determinant, but I decided, what the hell? What? And so that's where we're at. So I'll follow up with Aesop later to find out if it was, the tank that made the difference. But potentially, he's done with this wall, which means I need only clear top, which I guess I'm going to probably start with anyway, because Slacker's up there. But rare position, super rare position. So let's see what we can do here. All right. Let me catch up with the chat. All right. Yes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened there, Shake. I will find out. No, Aesop's got something crazy for me waiting in the back. It's going to be some, something of the likes of Reva, Starkiller, and other maddening little, pieces of stuff. All right. Anyway, let's see. Krolik says, hey, thanks, Tass. Life is good. Trying to catch a few streams each year between you and Fatal. Yeah, man, that's great. That's great. We appreciate it, I'm sure. I'm sure I don't speak too boldly. Thank you on his behalf. But yes, good stuff. Okay, Pain of Demise says, looks like a science stream. Yeah, well, we'll have to see, because if I have any trouble with his Slacker, then yes, it's going to be weird. I want to say there's more banners available from clearing the bottom. So if we get jammed up here, we just need to make sure we get through the bottom front. I think that's the overarching thing to keep in mind. All right, so for his defense, top side, Lord Vader, Appo, CX2 with the Appo Cron, followed by Mace, Depa, Aayla with the Aayla Cron, Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, Mercenary Wrecker with the Crosshair Cron, Slacker DRey Crew with the DRey Cron, and then he sprung for Captain Ithano. He's got that posted down with Hondo and Nest with a set 22. We'll look more at that when the time comes. Bottom front. Aphra, BT1 000 with the Aphra Cron, followed by Dooku, Star Killer. Now, I think that a large part of some of the crazy teams he'll post against me is because he knows how research-driven I am. Like, I'll just pull it up on Insight and see if somebody's done it. Because, you know, I can think of a solution if I have to, but why reinvent the wheel? So, that being said, my guess is there's not a lot of data on this at all. Kelleran, Jocasta, Temple Guard with the Temple Guard Cron, Traya, Talon, and Savage with the Talon Cron. Then last, Riva, Grand Inquisitor, and Malicos. Rare composition again. What is this? Offense stacking, defense. That's a package. Kind of a package. Okay. So, make ready. Sticking to the script. I dare not change my route here. Okay. Yeah, appreciate you confirming that, Striker. Yeah, the back zone is worth more. So if for any reason things go completely south here, we'll head south. Nice. Nice. Pretty damn nice, all things considered. And I don't want to hit Slacker. I would prefer to, but in this case, it's better to just do this. Okay. Yeah, a little out of phase here. Have to see. Because now she does. Like she's back on. The JMK going should bring her out. Come see. Come on. Come. Here. Ah! Yeah. Fives is free. Almost. Yeah, I mean, I guess. My man. Shields up. You're traded already, so that's fine. Could ult here. Might be better to do that. But we're so close, aren't we? Let's think about this. There's a lot of time on our side. Yeah. What are we looking at? 56-ish? 57. The Dream. So we're it's a huge up already. Huge up. I think I've got Rey Praise Lord Vader up there, so that should be the way through. I think I saved Saw for this. We made some rotations for this one. Yeah, this is usually the one I'm running. Okay. Is there a viable two-shot option on this Slacker team? There's several, as it turns out, Turd Ferguson. What Arsenal did against me just last round was taking in a character and allowing Slacker and DRey to both take a turn. Because when she uses her lightning and lands a kill, she resets her team's turn meter, right? Which, if the fight keeps going, it has the effect of healing them. But if it's the killing blow on a fight, it just resets their turn meter and consumes the cooldowns. After which, Arsenal said it was pretty simple to go back in with Bane and something. I don't think the something matters so much. But yeah, that's one two-shot. I hear some people are doing things with JML. I've really been sticking to this all season. Striker says, is Aesop showing Exile Ezra on the front wall anywhere? If not, then I predict JMK, Exile Ezra, and Cat in the back. Yeah, I don't think JMK is exposed. And considering that he did not get through Slacker, he's 8 attempts in. These could be a variety of cooldown attempts. He might still have something left to try and take a final swing. But if it isn't JMK, I don't know what it is. Third, nice. This is a great option for somebody like you that doesn't have JMK. Good luck with it, man. Yeah, let us know. If you're not on my Discord, let us know. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Asake, morning task. Good morning to you. How you doing? Lose all your buffs, please. How to proceed? Yeah, we'd want to buff him up so that he gets the offense, right? And then a reading from the Book of Rexodus? Yeah. All right. Now, I took that for this round because I couldn't be certain whether he was going to set that with Chrysanthemum or with just the double bots. So, Saw covers you either way, as it turns out. Does this not feel like Malgus to you? This Riva GI Malicos? I was using Malgus against, like, Mace up top, but I have other means. Something like, what do you call it? Great Mothers. I know I have Great Mothers available, right? Where you at, ladies? There you are. Yep. Yeah, it's all right, Asake. Yeah, how's everybody's fourth? You know, I did manage to keep all the fingers and toes. Things are all right over here. What was the crown that I used last time? It was a dark side. And yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sitting here thinking, did I already use them? Yeah. So it's probably this one that I would use. Start their turns with turn with fewer than 3 buffs. They recover 5% health and protection. That's nice to weather the Talon damage here. I saw that in the data from last week. Really like that. All right, let's give this a go. Still just going to bomb Talon. We're going to try and have Talon self-destruct. It's not very nice. Yeah, with Isolate, we have that condition fulfilled full time to get the health recovery. So, kind of nice. Yeah, just keep blinding her, I think. Some of this shit's starting to hurt now. Calm down with all that, if you don't mind. Holy shit. Stop having buffs. Grim tidings. Oh my god. What's the move? I think it's got to be just basics. I think I'm eating her. Usually I eat Savage, but not today. Not today, Satan. Jeez. Oh my god, she's going to close me out. How about we just try to bomb you out and then eat Savage? Can we all agree to that? Meet in the middle? Wild Terror. I think the answer is no. I'm not going to be able to bomb her out, so let's just focus on eating everybody. I'll answer the chat questions in a sec. We'll just eat you. So, Striker says, question for the Americans. Why is 4th of July the only date of the year where you say it the correct way around rather than July 4th as you would normally? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Great question. Your holiday was on the 1st, Asake? Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate when holidays fall midweek. Alright. Fat Slug delivers. I feel like Reva for this. More penetration. This is a good one for us, actually. Ads are on the way, so we better just pulverize this. Because Dooku is Sith, just boom. What counts, and that'll fall. Take him out immediately? Yes. What's to stop us? Him, nominally. Appeal. One of the only ways to do this wrong, probably. Nevertheless, you feel like the most vulnerable, so I'm gonna take the money and run there. I can push you back, but you're going to stealth. is it important for me to push you back? Yes. Already ability block. All the assist, take the damage. It hurts. It does. It's already used both specials. You've already used one. Look at the sweep. That crit immunity's doing the most for you. The most. That's fine. You're not dazed. No reason to hit you and take 2 counterattacks. Most of the progress towards his ultimate's just been from us feeding him. If you gotta do a single hit, do something like this. Yeah. Okay. He's about to basic into this. Great time to heal up. Yep. How are we time-wise? I've had better. He's getting shielded up. This basic isn't really worth hitting into him. We'll do this. Push him back again. How are we? How are we? Ability block again. Come on. Give it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this doesn't immediately kill. Alright, it rounded me out and gave me the 57. I was thinking I had to heal again, the 7. Okay. Alright. Malgus? Yeah, the health recovery is kind of nice here. Let's see how this goes. We would dispel and open up on Malicos. Because they are Disufu, right? Yeah. So he will save them. There's no point in going after GI directly. Try to manage them. Alright, yes, if you were not here a moment ago, things went well. Who do I want to hit? I mean, I don't really care about... I don't want to trigger Malicos's counter any more than I have to, so we'll just dive in like this. I can fear GI? Nope, not quite. Not quite enough. But I can fear you. Worth something. Dispelling you? I don't think you're gonna pass it. You get it. Sure that all that shit's over for you is a priority item. Otherwise, we keep focus on our man. We don't have shockdown. You're gonna do basic. You're gonna do third. Third isn't particularly helpful to my cause. Oh no, it's gonna be armor tread. Okay, I mean, yeah. Wrong way to go, I guess. The AoE here would be cool, but I actually don't want to interrupt the fear on Reva. Pick on our man. Hi. Alright. I have business with the two of you. Come to collect teeth. I will have your teeth. Thank you. Slouchy, good luck, task. Gotta go. Hey, man, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Miasmal, hey, man. All the patrons showing out today, man. Appreciate you guys. How's the match going? It's going swimmingly so far. Better than we deserve, better than expected. Because I don't know if he's going to be able to clear Slacker. There's probably some cooldown pulls in there somewhere, but he's 8 attacks in on Slacker, and he still has to Slacker DRey to clear. So, I don't know. Now, all I'm doing with bothering to drain there is just making sure that once I'm at 3 stacks of his whatever buff, he'll be able to land healing immunity on basic, he hits harder, stuff like that. I don't think maybe she's ineligible for healing immunity. Tenacity works just fine. Dig it. Have I already cleared Slacker, Ilya? Yes, I have. That's what I'm saying. We're in a really strong position. Slacker was up top, so we took that out first. So yeah, if you're coming in just now, okay, that's 9 attempts in on Slacker. He was at 8 just a couple minutes ago. So, like I said, some of these are probably cooldown pulls, and he's setting up for, the attempt to try and clear it. But he's kept his focus right here. He hasn't attempted anything else anywhere else, so he's willing to commit to get through. Up top, though, he's also made no move, so pretty strong position right now. Yes. All right, you got to go get breakfast, Meazzle. No worries, man. Enjoy that hike. Yeah, man. Appreciate the good luck. Enjoy your day. All right. Let's do Great Mothers here. Crit damage? Stacking offense? I think I have something. Stacking offense, crit damage, offense, a little bit of defense. Yeah, that'll be the one. Yeah. So we're gonna doom Jocasta, right? Is this one of those? Do I consider buffing Morgan here? No, I'm less worried about that. I think I'll just bless Spirit. Nass, how is Mace in Territory War? I think my guild has set him on defense, and yeah, it did stuff, and when we fought it, theirs did stuff to ours, but we cleared it readily, so we're all expecting it right now. That's why you have to wait the 2 turns. Do we do that? I guess I want to give you the most chance at survival that I can, and if you die, I can re-bless. I don't really want any trouble for you. One of these clears debuff. It clears, but dispels all buffs on enemy. Now this will call you. Do we do the basic here, or do we do the call? Okay. That is turn 1 on Temple Guard. We need a second turn to free up our friend. Now, I would prefer... You're going to counterattack. Yeah, I got to be sparing with that. Shit is danger. Stop. Okay, now I get assist calls. Okay, blind for everybody. Ability block. God, Doom, I guess. Where's that? I need you to heal, my friend. There we go. All's well that ends well. Jeez. Okay. I guess take the assist call here. That's fine. Knock him. Yeah. I think that was his savior. Self-savior. Alright. Through the gate. Alright. Clean wall. What manner of horror awaits us? There it is. JMK and Rey both. Oh, yeah. That's damnation. Damnation. Yeah, Rey, Swolo, Zaris. Yes. Got the Ahsoka back there. Got the JMK Cat Ezra. You called it, Striker. It's there. I mean, I think that's got to be it for him then, because what do you have? So he had JML to attempt. And JML's going to be dicey. His first thing must have been the Bane, and with him taking crew, he thought he should keep it, so he kept it. And then everything else has been trying to take it down since. So I think that's it. I think that's probably it for him. I don't know if it even matters if I can't get through this JMK, which I've got Bane and stuff. I don't know. We can make a good faith effort at it, I'll tell you that. All right. What's this? Yes, stacking offense. This can be a bear for Sidious. All right, let's start writing things in. So yeah, we'll probably just do Rey against Lord Vader up there. TWarr, TRaid, Sidious, and we'll see how it goes. Rey, Swolo, Zaris. I actually think I did Bane against that, but I need to actually look at what I have. I'm not thinking about it right now. I've got Leia. I've got Sith Eternal. Okay, we're having tools right now. So we could use Leia. Leia against Rey specifically sounds kind of bad. Bane is probably good though. Okay, so BK and Paz Grogu. Yep. AP1 and Yang. What was that? That was the JKR thing, right? JKR, Jedi Cal, Bastila. Something to that effect. Yeah, man. JMK, Cat, Exile, Ezra. That's a nasty bit of business, man. All right. Let's think about these. So JML is not presently assigned. JML could go for Ithano. We can't be captive. Nest we could smite. Nest might be a problem if we're using Jedi Cal. I have to reconsider that. I do have Algar ISC for Fugitive Omega. I did reserve Gungans. Who did I save them for? Okay, I saved that for his Seer team if it was going to be down, because I could move past all their goodies, so that makes sense. If for some reason Sidious fails against Tuskens, I guess that's a solution there. Something tells me that I could go against this with Gungans. Because you're usually using this as a counter to Gungans, but that's you, the user, being really careful. Alright, let me catch up. Does Great Mother's thing count as protection disruption? No. It is protection removal. Because protection disruption is a debuff. This is, you know, you have Doom on you, and while you have Doom on you, You have no more protection aim. So that's the difference. Yeah, you'd still bless Spirit Flare Boot. I think we can both agree for that match it clearly didn't make a difference, but I liked how, she what do you think? I don't know if it made a difference. She had the extra health, right? She had extra health from having the blessing, but I don't know how much that matters when Jocasta just sets it to 65 anyway, and then we had to survive. So you're probably right that for the long run of the fight, maybe better to put that on Spirit, which is what I wanted to do. But I wonder, and I think we both saw there that the blessing wasn't really going to make a difference from something landing up crazy, lining up crazy and then knocking us out. All right, Pills. Hey, man, good to see you. Yet another patron in the chat. Hey, Tastix, are there any characters from Acolyte in the game or plan to come into the game yet? Not as far as I'm aware. No, I've heard nothing. Array Scarata, why did that work with Jocasta? Is it because when she's at 1 health, she can't prevent herself from dying and exploding? Did somebody already answer that in the chat? Leia could have a chance against J&K? Maybe, Striker. Yes, I was thinking about that. Only thing I would have basic instead of AoE with Great Mothers. I considered that too. Yeah, I did. Nuke Jocasta throughout dispels. Brought up from basic anyway. I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I think that it just interrupts her. Like that ability where she, after she's transformed, then she sacrifices herself and blows up. Like, you can hit her sufficiently to just go through that. Other teams have done it. I don't think that it's something unique to Great Mothers, but I'm not fully able to explain why. I guess I should pull up the character and have a look. So I'll check Doom, and then I'll check Morgana's third, or Morgan's third, Morgana. I play too much League these days. The protection is disabled. That's the difference. Okay, so this isn't the mechanic that's causing that. It's got to be something off of Morgan. So the mass assist is hitting, blah, 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 hit it with armor shred. Attack beats an enemy, blinded. If the blind can't be evaded or resisted, is that what's doing it? Let's see. I see Flare Boot's got something on this. It's the health drain. She can't fulfill the code's health limit conditions if she's at 1 health. Oh, Jungle Kozilek's main pain of demise? That's a long time ago, man. Good times. That's interesting. Okay, so let's take a look. The answer is really in Jocasta's kit. Thanks for pointing that out, Flare Boot. The first time Jocasta knew would be reduced to 1% health. So why do we interfere with this condition? %1 health of 1 is 0.01, so it's too low to trigger the condition. You're already at 1 health. So if you already have a maximum of 1 health. So this is assuming that enough Doom has gone by to have reduced her to 1 health. And then you're hitting her, taking her under 1 health when the conditional check is the first time she hits 1 health. So it just lets it happen? So what does that imply? What other teams would be able to exploit this mechanic? Some max health reduction thing. I mean, Old Bad Batch has Echo, but that fight would take way too long. Jedi Vanguard hit too hard. Gas can do it. Okay. Wasn't she stunned when you killed her? I don't know. Let me see. Alright, I'm going back in time here to look at it. Alright, let me drag this over here for all of us to see. Speed that up just a little bit. We bide our time. She's ticking. She's dooming. She transforms. Alright, I saved the mass assist because my sides were dazed. And she dooms. She's still greater than 1 health. The basic. She's approaching 1. Now she is at 1. Not stunned. That's it. It was just a clean hit at 1 health. So that's the trick to it then. And I understand why Flare Boot says gas, because once you have her protection down, your gas's attacks on her are going to reduce her max health, right? So it might take a little time to reduce that. Doesn't it feel like you would likely trigger her to throw the rifle at you before you'd actually end up bringing her to max health from this? I guess you're relying on counterattacks, right? You would be relying on counterattacks to do the work, but I don't think that's a thing. Temple Guard's on the team. Interesting, though. Good stuff. Okay, yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Yeah, Django would work, but I guess, again, probably take too long. Sith Empire could do it. I think I've seen Sith Empire be successful. I think I have been successful with Sith Empire. So, yes, I think you got something there. Dr. Faust says, maybe the 1 health messes up the 1 hit point trigger. Yes, we were just talking about that if you just arrived, Dr. Faust. Yeah, Flair was pointing that out, that if the fight matures long enough that Doom has reduced Jocasta's max health to 1, the act of hitting her prevents that check for her to do the rifle throw, and she just fell over. So, yeah. I did the same fight and ate the rifle. Still full banners. Really? Alright. Alright, back to the board. Where is he at with it? He's at 9. He hasn't made any other attempts here in the last, 10 or so minutes, so that's likely a wrap for the bottom front, especially when we see what he set here in the back. Another 3 GLs. Yeah. Alright, let's do what we said we were going to do. Set up to do Sidious. I think I'm mostly fighting this with set 21 on the Tusken team, so this may be a first. We'll go in big and bad. You know something? I need to stop and think about this. So the potency isn't important here. The max health damage isn't important here. The no revive is crucial. The 9 is crucial. I have another one of these. This one. So it's the buffs up on 3, arguably better for us. Still the permakill 6, armor penetration to counter the defense, and crit damage. So we would have substantially less health, I think. That's the biggest difference. Because we're dropping all that potency and everything, which is a big driver for our health. But we're less likely to get stalled out because of their defense. So let's try this. You did use Malgus last week, says Array. And she also died before throwing. I thought it was weird too. I bet. Your basic ignores armor? Good. And the crit damage that's on the crown will also help me. Everybody gets something. Yeah, I actually want to hit you, so this is fine. D. Yes. This for now. This. Yeah, I want to hit you. Buffed up now. And now you're not. The potency lets the AoE land healing immunity so you can basic. I mean, maybe. Maybe. But I think we can all agree it's not going to make a difference here. And I feel okay. I feel okay about the decision. I really have been using that other crown for every other time, and I don't feel bad about this one. Yeah, auto and drink, indeed. I might switch to alcohol soon. It's afternoon. It's a Saturday. I'm allowed. I'm a big boy. That worked. Nice Depa, huh? Alright. Try another couple of the low-risk fights. Do I need Maul for something else? That's right, we didn't look up what we're doing about the EKM yet. I know you can use Jabba, but I already put her to very good use up front. That is not going to matter for our purpose. Here, start. JML. JML, Hondo, JKR. JKR is important. Yeah, I can see that being the case. Queen for 57. Oh my god, I forgot I still have Queen. You've got stuff. Queen looks attractive. JML looks risky. Something like that. I think we have to do a cooldown pull with JMK. I don't know that I want to risk anything and then go in. Well, if we do Leia, it'll take them like a month of Sundays to get up to that first smite, right? The third from JMK is going to buff up Ezra. So it might be hard to land a killing blow there. Yeah, these last two teams up top can get whatever. But yeah, I don't see a reason to hold off using Malgar ISC here. Let's see how the Super Troopers are looking. 90 and 98, 302, 12-2, and some armor. Yes, lots of tank, lots of protection, some offense. Lots of offense. And of course, tenacity. All right. All right. You hit who you have to. For now, we hit Wrecker, but very shortly it'll be Alright. So push middle then? And then we have to wait, because we've just consumed our frenzy. I think that's also livable. I won't trigger the counterattack from Fugitive because of her foresight. This one will, though, so we'll just chill on that. And Maul is just about ready to dance. Hi. Hi. Just got a raid in from Ranger. How's it going? Welcome, Ranger and Raiders. How's it going? Hop around, wrap up. So far, so good over here. This is the cron I like for this. All right. Ray Rock, good morning, Tass and Chad. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, somebody tell us, how'd it end over there? Love the disarm. Clutch. Yes, go with the Giga Dispel. Ah. Patience. I think we can do this one safely. Okay, that's it for us. We gotta be good now. Blind? Can be blinded. I'll have that. Might as well just basic here. Oh, we could actually go after the summon because he won't come back. So there's probably some merit to that. I'm gonna counterattack to you. Nice. Okay. Now you're revealed. Excellent timing. Okay. EX2 back under stealth. Why did you not die? You're supposed to be dead. One job. Okay. We're still just chilling. I dare not use the middle here. That'll take us under. Yeah, I can't risk it. Can't risk it. He's starting to take damage. Now I should risk it. Jeez. Okay, you're back up over. And now as long as we're careful, we shouldn't have any more issues. So that was the one real risk in the fight right there. We could chop him down, then ultimate? Don't overthink it. Kill him. Shields up. Nope, if I do that, we'll lose our Ben. Not doing that today. Not today, Satan! Okay. All fine, I'm sure. Got him. 55. Okay. Graceful Osiris should go down to Queen, right? Check the chat. No worries, Ranger. You were ending the stream. Lost. The QA bug cost me and lost the match. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Is my texturing all weird? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean, Asaka. If things are looking like they're fragmenting, and usually when I'm watching a stream, you need to refresh your feed. That's typically what that is. Yeah, that was a fun fight. Thanks, TWarr. Yeah, Rey on offense was something I had to consider because you've been seeing me use Seer Malicos Starkiller pretty well against Lord Vader Appo. And having Rey down has been okay, but this feels like, that felt like more of a sure thing. As long as you manage Rey's health, I think it feels pretty good. Okay. Right. Presumably that. Queen is a 76. Bane's 100. Talk to me. 2 minutes. You don't have permakill on this team. But how was this done? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. These are all about 2 minutes. Why would you fail this? Super duper high defense. Yeah, it would. Yeah, set 21, you wouldn't have enough. Yeah, this is the horror show, right? These ones were lacking relics, but this one wasn't. See, this is what I fear, that happening. We used Queen to clean up that JMK back there last time, so this is where we need to be careful. I'm going to take a minute to think about it and take a quick break, guys. We've been doing very well. We're in a very strong position for the match, so we'll keep on moving. All right, you're taking off, Ranger. Appreciate the raid, man. Good luck. Enjoy your weekend. What's okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying about such minor things I learned from watching others. I was in my way to losing BKM versus Aphra, but one of your streams shows to use IG Basic on Aphra to ability blocker. That was exactly what I needed. Love the details. Really appreciate that, man. That's the mission here. Yeah. And my very great privilege to benefit from so many other streamers, to learn all that I'm doing here, and happy to pass that on, man. Love to hear that. All right, yes, before I forget, let me take a quick break. I think I'll switch to beer and make ready for the rest of the walls. Get your own drink. Smoke them if you got them. See you in a minute. All right, we're back. Beer in hand. All right, Tiny Bubbles, welcome. How's it going, man? Yeah, hope everybody had a good and safe July 4th. If you're just getting here, we've had the wondrous circumstance occur where I don't think he's going to get through Slacker up front. So, really nice. And I say that because he's 9 attempts in, let's say 4 or 5 of them, 4, 5, 6 of them are cooldown pulls. He doesn't have JMK or Rey. So he's used his Bane. He surely used his Leia. I think that's a wrap for his attacks bottom front. So that's the idea now, is to see... I can clear as many teams as I want in the back, but I have to make sure I get through the top. Let's study Ithano for a second. Max health, protection, pirate allies. The max health and tenacity up is really dope, for Nass in particular. Okay. So pretty simple leadership, but the offense can start to run away from you quickly. Wow, nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. How are we looking here? 325, no health added whatsoever. Just a ton of protection. Just over 10,000 special. Okay. Wow, DRey says, my next door neighbor had thousands of dollars of big boy fireworks. It was loud as hell. Free show, though. Dig it? Alright, so this is just a billion offense, and I need to be able to take the punch. If I went with JML here, we have a problem with being able to get rid of Nest. Sith Eternal isn't assigned. I think so much depends on how this one goes. Are we in agreement then that I can very comfortably cooldown pull this? Because why in the hell would I not? How's this going to work? He's going to third to Cat. Cat's going to smite. And then I'd also want to take Ezra's third as well? Maybe also his middle? Let's think about this. I don't think we care about taking his middle. So we need 2 characters then. One to be smited and then one to be beaten down. Is that correct? Let's find out. Can't ask for better than that. Alright, Tiny Bubble says, FYI, me and Array Scarada are guildmates and we live in California as well. He's more LA and I'm Huntington Beach. I've never been out to California, but I'd love to. Love to see it. Love to be vacation. Man, when I was much younger, when I was like 18, I was absolutely dying to get on out and make games with Blizzard. I didn't have any skills, but I had like visions for stories. My idol as a kid for video game storytelling and stuff was Chris Metzen. You know, the one who wrote StarCraft, Warcraft. Probably large parts of Diablo if I had to guess. But I know about the StarCraft and Warcraft stuff. Anyway, so we've done our cooldown pull. Make ready for... So I'm thinking that the Heracron is disadvantageous here. Maybe we need the offense because we don't have anything else to cut through the defense. Wait, yeah, there is defense on this Kron. They're gonna keep stacking damage. Your health will not save us so much. I guess the Heracron is probably the best option. Because we know that the turn meter does nothing, right? JMK suspends that, so no dice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there are plenty of parts of California that are nice, but the rest of it's a cooker. What am I thinking? It would be something with health and offense besides light side. But this is interesting. Oh my god. I think it is just going to be the Heracron. Alright. What's the story? Still trying to just blow up Ezra, yeah? Stun Cat when you can. Cost her turns. About it. If we're unable to make significant progress, maybe after we ultimate, it's kind of an all-in on JMK. Because I've been in fights before where you end up getting stalled out on JMK, using third on Cat, so lose a turn there. Then she's got protection up, restored health and protection to bully through. You only have a couple more turns until he does it again. So, let's see. Tiny Bubbles. Did I love StarCraft? My name. I am from StarCraft. Where do you think Tassinix is from, good sir? Yeah. There's the middle. Yeah. There's no DI. If I go go for it here. Well, we won't know immediately how that one works. Can't get an assist call off to Ezra, so it's really just about biding time. The offense stack off these guys is nuts. Gotta level out the health with basic. If you were ever gonna go for him, this would be the time, this would be the way. Surely stunning him is best if and when we can. Basic here. Going to get wild. And we're not getting much damage bonus off of that. Halfway to ultimate though. Can't be nothing. So this part sucks. I can't stun him meaningfully because JMK is about to purge it, so we'll have to drop the DI. Hope that R2 does not get unceremoniously destroyed. I need you to die. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah. No. We're a long way from a killing blow. I think we'd all agree. Try and time out some of this shit and hit ultimate. Yeah, that offense ramp off these guys is nuts. Boom. Yeah. Right, we'll withdraw from that one. So, good lesson. Now, we pulled this apart with Reva taking out Cat, and then I used Queen to finish it last time. JKL Bastila. What I did yesterday. All right. Perhaps Rey would have been better spent there. Maybe, but Lord Vader, it's good that you asked that, Striker, because several of Aesop's opponents have had their Leias drop. So that's why I allotted it this way. Good question. All right. Protection. Potency. And it's not really the same. It doesn't matter. What cron did I use last time? Probably this one. There, Temple Guard. I used that with BAM. What did I do here? I don't know if this works. Yeah, Leia would work there. And can work here. Maybe that's better to do. I wonder if Sea Bane is our best way through that. Really? Tell me. Tell me more. 3 minutes. High health. At 21. Let's read. Oh. 60%. Speed up. Sense. Stuff. Speed up is interesting. Okay. I took the auxiliary Qui-Gon Cron. Where is that? Probably used it already. Okay. So we went with defense. This isn't enough. So we'll have to go a different route at this. Like this Cron. This one will be probably fine. Yeah, exactly, Striker. Fair enough. No, that was a very fair question, though. Fair question. It means. Let's see how it goes. I guess we're trying to smite. What's his name? Yeah, I guess. Very nice. Not the time. Oh. Good. Good. Basic. Up, up. Yeah, there's some risk here for him. Now there will be pain. Means you can't benefit? How exactly does that work? Find out. Probably don't want to sit here and think too much about it, though. I'll tell you that. Time's not on our side with this. Savior will not give him cover. Yeah. Oh, you freed yourself up. I like that. Let's get the protection back for you then. If at all possible. Yeah, you're already having the repose, so that means it won't do what I want it to do. We should probably just take the extra armor shred in that case. She is gonna slap the shit out of me. Okay. Fine with this. We're all fine. Terrifying. What about Gungans here? Ooh, big time damage reduction. I'm gonna try it with Tarpals and the Tarpal Scrum. Heal the mood. Probably gonna die famously if I had to guess. Getting investigated. Can't be good. So, how do we want to do this? All hit. Dispel. All in. Basic. Just keep calling in on him. See if we can't lock him down until he dies. So the restoration there is real. Nice, nice. Plasma residue landed. Seems to be helpful. Basic of no particular importance. Okay, dispelling themselves is bad. Hard man to kill. Bit many. Gotta go. Just the true damage here. Running out of time too. We're on borrowed time. You can see them just closing in on that shield generator, man. Come on. Come on. Help me out here. Come on. Okay. So there is a opportunity there. Best to maximize it. I guess go like this. That was not the right move. Okay. It's ouch time. Yes. Yeah, this is doing nothing. Tarpal's mark is bait. If it's bait going after Mason this way, then maybe I should just try my luck with Aayla. If we're gonna time out, I'd rather take a piece with me. Do some deboombas. Yeah, deboombas was not it. All right, Arj, what's going on? Yeah, things are going well. We're just dropping on a couple teams, but I think we've still got the match decently well in hand. You be the judge here in a minute. Yeah, I think we'll just withdraw from this. All right, on JMK, was the cooldown increase before going with Leia necessary? You mean the cooldown pull? Necessary? No. An option available to me? Yes. I did it because I'm pretty confident that Aesop's not going to be able to get through the bottom front wall at all. Do you see what I'm saying? So I did it because I could. Wasn't Aayla like the first pay-to-win tune in Swugger like 5 or 6 years ago? I have no idea, Feathers. Good question, though. All right. AML and Scrubs? Maybe. What about... Oh yeah, man, they have the damage reduction. Yeah, see, in the end, Sith Eternal could take it down, I'm sure. What about something like Qui-Gon? So Qui-Gon would probably be bad, because we'd be depending on catching them in a window. And they don't have this damage reduction. Serious problem, for sure. What about something like Bam Han Chewie here? Yeah. Yeah. Armor penetration, crit damage, light side. Probably you, then. Let's have it. Yes, that's right, Tiny. He does already have R8 Ithano. True. All pretty standard fare for the likes of Aesop. Now, I would prefer to do the AoE just to get their buffs off, but I don't know if that's the way. Go for the stun. Can't be bad. So then, Bradat? Hit him with the Bradat? Yeah, I think so. Won't be able to stun Ithano. Just stay on target. Wrap, wrap, wrap. 12 birds, not bad. Okay. What to do here? So this will spill over onto the next target. Trigger counterattacks here. Let's just do that. Okay. Hello there. Can't be bad. Done. Kill. And see if we can't deal with the old lady here. Ooh yeah. Classic. Classic situation. Getting where I'm trying to go. Not yet. Gotta find your moment. Gotta find your moment with that one. All right. That's a classic. Classic matchup. Okay, so what failed on Mace? That was SJJ Tarpal, so 0 on that. The Drogan R2 was a fail. Also a cooldown pull. Alright, let's catch up with the chat. I am Arj. Damn, do you think your Slacker team is modded differently to warrant those amount of holds, or did Aesop set one of those counters on D? I mean, he set several of those pieces that you could have used here on defense, so yes. This was the gambit, right? Is that he was going to get through my Slacker, and then I would choke on JMK, like I nearly did. I almost didn't clear it against Arsenal last round. But the big difference is he was doing this Bane counter that seemed to be much less successful against crew than it was against Faust. So I rotated crew in. Inquisitorius have already been profitably used, Bubbles. Good call. Good call. Yes, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, that BAM fight was a little bit of fun. Okay. How do I want to take you apart? You're a really annoying team. Wampa isn't going to work, I don't think. Though, I have to say, I didn't look it up yet. Riva, Traya, Great Mothers, Malgus, all things that have been used very well. JML, yeah, with JKL, and I can see why Jedi Cow would be part of that, but it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be essential. We could try and pull it off right there with Hoda and Snips. Yeah, I mean, the coin would do a lot for us there. So I guess we'll apply that. A big old protection crown for just such an occasion. Okay. Night Sisters? Oh, I don't think that I want to take the original Night Sisters. I don't think that's the way. Alright. None of these are tanks. Important to pay attention to the turn meter. I wasn't really doing that last time. have to bide your time. So we'll avoid using specials when they're over 50% turn meter, and we'll just wait. Yeah. All right. There you go. Not particularly impressive, but it worked. Boda, AKL 37. Okay, so we're through the top wall. We still got a good bit left to try and attempt this stuff in the back, but let's see what we have in fleet. It is Executor Triple, followed by Endurance, then Malevolence. Okay. Negotiator, Malevolence, Profundity for Endurance, and Leviathan for Executor. Let's just knock these out. You know, usually you're thinking you can do your squads first and then see how much risk you can take or need to take with fleet reinforcements. I don't think that's something I need to overwork myself on today. All right. Let's see how awful this opener is. The time when GG Staff was meta, 1 year in the meta is shifting like crazy, as it should be, gamer. I mean, that's part of what keeps the game alive, is the Datacron meta breathing life into it. Game would have been dead so long ago, if not for these. Yes, so this is amazing. I too enjoy sitting here and getting destroyed. Just saving all our specials. Go for it. Sometimes it even works. God. So, should be you. What's the turn meter situation look like? That looks kind of favorable to us. So maybe not you. Maybe we do calling you Scimitar instead. You shouldn't be able to evade. Indeed, you do not. Basic then. Hit the AoE, land some debuffs. I wouldn't want to do this into Boba if Boba comes out. Hound's Tooth, a little bit better for us. You can hit the AoE now. Damn. Turn short. So if I had used the special there, that wouldn't have happened. I was trying to get a little greedy there. We'll see what happens. Not really important. That's important. Not good. Okay. Fine. Yikes. Good thing we're getting all these back-to-back Kind of capital turns here. Not die. Good. Good. Call you. Gotta be the right move. Use him to Boomba. Yoink! In 1 year, JML is homeless, but I love the meta shifts. JML is definitely not at a high point in the meta, but kind of... the amount of work that you'd have to do to make him, like, super top of the meta would be pretty onerous. You'd either fail in achieving it, I think, or execute it too well and then nothing beats it. Because what are you ultimately saying if you want JML to be good on defense? Like, you're not going to have a problem with Sith Eternal then, right? So what would it take for that to be made true? I don't like the answer. Alright, 65 whole banners on that one. Tough to be worse, and still a one-shot. Okay, no, this is the wrong fleet. Looks like reasonably standard fare. Oh, it's Sunfac off the bench. Okay. Something like this. Arj, you asked, not sure if I caught on your stream earlier, but your counter versus Gungans. No, I did not catch that. What did I miss, Arj? Okay. 2 reinforcements, too many. Something like that. Womprat says, did you know that Fin Zori can beat what they can beat with the Jawas and the Jawacron? No, I really don't. I mean, I'm assuming that you maybe get enough of a tee off that you can still fight Trench, because I know that Trench is a bit more dubious these days. Go after 5s, I guess. He's a tough son of a bitch. Spell you. Follow the breach. We brought an extra tank. How do you want to push? No one under stealths. Push to Anakin. Push to Milf. All there. Give me a call. Come on, buddy. Where are we? Turn meter. Yeah, we can pop this. Yup. Yeah. How about it? Gotta give me that, who doesn't have it? Read the target lock. Close out 5s. Yep. Wow. Slapped my shit. There it is. Okay. Nuts. You're so excited for the new legendary pirate ship at the end of the year. Finally, a new fleet meta and the ability to add ship crons. Where? What? This is your wish list, or are you seeing? Are you seeing an announcement somewhere that I missed? Did something just come out? Yeah, Malgar ISC. Yes, I'm aware of that being a counter to the Gungans. Yes, sir. Oh, he just got 12 banners. So there it is. He found a way to kill DRey. I still got to play to clear, but I'm still thinking we're in a really good spot. All right, 3 teams, 1 GL, a Bane, bounty hunters. Queen is still with us even now. What all did I see for that Bo-Katan? Yeah. Queen, huh? What about bounty hunters and super high defense? What would be the cron that I'd be? Armor penetration and health. This one would be available, but really armor penetration. Yeah, so this one's the best one for purpose. So that one could be the one for Bane. We've got the Krennicron for Queen, so there's nothing sacred stopping us from using this one here. Is gonna roll. Things will be wild. Hey, Lady Geek. Good to see ya. Ship crons are on your wish list. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there is a new ship coming. I see your implication there, gamer. All right. Oh god. Oh god. 70. Yeah. Save this, right? Gotta chill and take this. And this is why we saved that. Feel. It. Come on. That's contract, but do we have the time? I don't know that you have a special. I think I have to mass assist so that I get the turn meter. I don't think anything else makes sense risk-wise. Do it? No. Thank God. Okay. No. Now, an exercise in patience. We'll save the dispel for when his shield goes back up. Make calls, stimulate turn meter. Dispel. No. But it'd be cool. No. Yeah, that defense crown was clutch here. Because the damage is all physical until they ramp up ancestral defense, and then you have the true damage. Okay. You won't get the stun here. We do get one more chance at a heal. Don't have the shit right there, though. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying as hell. Oh, come on. Give it. Give it. And you bastards. Yeah. 57. So that's great. That's great. Wow. Been a while since I've used Bosk. So if I'm setting that Kron, I'd love to have high defense on it, and then ideally some offense on the BKM Kron. That would probably close you out. Yeah, glad you guys like that sequence there with the choice to do that mass assist, because I don't know, man. It was looking dodgy. Not the best. Don't know that I have any means of gaming this down. And there is no game to be played against JMK, surely. Yes, you do have Qui-Gon for pieces. So if I was somehow able to kill JMK, I could pursue the pieces. Does that mean C Bane and then Queen and then call it a day? Is that what that is? Yeah, no, I mentioned that a minute ago, Striker. If you stepped away, he did take out DRey. And now he's still in on Slacker, so that's another attempt. Maybe just an attempt to rotate cooldowns again. I believe he'll be able to get through that. But the rest of this, I don't know. I don't know. He would probably have Sith Eternal available. Attempt this. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, he's got Jabba. He's got stuff. He can do stuff. I think he can clear this front wall if he gets Slacker down, but for the rest of it... All right. So the first attempt was a cooldown pull. The second attempt was Leia. Knowing what I know now, would have attempted Leia here, probably would have been through, and then I have C Bane and Queen to go after this. Yeah. Yeah, setting defense. Yeah, I had most of it set, but yes, deciding those last couple teams, I was fraught at the end. All right. I guess I'm going to attempt Queen here. Feels bad, though, man. Didn't I do Seabane this the other day? Did Bane. Where is that? Wasn't last round. Must have been the round before. Doing. Trying to find where I did that. Personal, that was it. Was it against Rockstar? Bane set versus Rey Swolo's Heiress, yeah. So I'd have C to attempt to take out the side. That isn't how that's gonna work. Striker, when you're done, I'd like to do my attack run in Tass House, aka the Patreon chat. Absolutely, we can do that. I know Plume wanted to look at some too. He did DM me earlier, so if it's all, you know, he did DM me earlier today. So if he's in the chat, we'll try and get him squared away, and then yeah, we can run through yours. So I'll try and close this down soon, so we don't take up too much of that time. All right, I got to make some choices. So I don't think Queen can fail. Bane, I was successful with. But I am loath to screw this up. Giga-ass armor penetration or health? Guesses the health's going to be the way to do it. This is the single healthiest Kron I have with armor penetration as well. I think we'll take it. Alright, here we go. Giga Drain. Your Whirlwind would be better. I'd like to take some of her offense. We'll do this. And we dispel your crit immunity. Whackety whack. Yep. Best. Basic her again. Lower her offense. Okay. Now, if all goes well, yeah, we'll want to take that off next. They have to basic there. You maybe could be killed here. Do I dare? Ow. Come on. Heart's good. Lower her offense again and again. Okay. This is the part that sucks. Giga Drain again? Sure we'll be fine? Okay. Damn, lady. Do that. Stop it. Getting tired of you being down on the job. Man, that hurts. That's the kill we need. What do you guys think? You think this was going to work with Queen? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Alright. The Bane set gets me through again for 54. And now all that I have, I can commit to this. So, is there any value to... I guess doing C first seems kind of dumb, right? I guess at this point we should attempt Queen and the chips fall where they may. Once he ultimates, they're able to come after me. So... we've already done a cooldown pull. I guess we'll wait here. Matter of fact, we're on ads for the next 90 seconds. Let me run away real quick, hit the men's room, and I'll be right back with us. Appreciate your patience. All right, party people, we're back. Here we go. Yeah, the Ben Limbo was funny. Boy, is this shit. All that before their first turn. What to do? Dispel him. He's buffed. Gotta hit him. He'll respawn. Yep. Heart hurts. Grant you that. Breach. And we're locked ability blocked. You fucking kidding me. The absolute worst time for that shit. Could have done another cooldown, but... And now you have the immunity. At least you don't have the immunity. But now you're about to be healed. At least I can call this. Little bit of money. Little bit of money. I dare not swipe on anybody else. Okay. Making a case. Bring forth the summon. Not that it should matter too much. Time to face the music. Ooh. Yeah, that's bad stuff. Almost through. Repair quest. Oh. Please, stop. So, he's going to end up preserving him if we don't get this kill. Can't. I think we're just barely ahead. Push back cooldowns. And fucking miss. Really wouldn't change the thing. What are we doing? We gotta take the rotation. Oops. Fucking goofy. Yeah, of course. Just fucking doofy, man. You're stacking your mastery now, so now it's not going to be likely to hit you. Mass assist here? I think that's our move. As good as it gets. Almost. Pivot. Nice. Wow, had to really be looking for that. Okay. How's that grab you? All right, and he made it through. He did indeed make it through Slacker. 13 battles. But damn if he didn't fight the good damn fight. I just said to him, he just said he's still alive, but he's busy. He's hoping to get back to the game here. He said that about a half hour ago, so yeah, he is playing, I guess. But I just told him, like, you know, no worries. I'll be damned that you made it through that Slacker. All right, so yeah. Wow, we made it through a 2016. Lots of really good, like, tactical decisions in the fights themselves today. As usual, a very fun board presented by Aesop. All right, now, realistically, how many drops did I have? We had 1. I know we were clean here. 2. So it's just 2. And 3. I typically... What to do? What's the fair thing to do? Whoa, did I just miss something? Did a bunch of people just raid in? Gotta look away from my spreadsheet. Darth Link, hey man, appreciate you. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Out to Spec1ER, Sweens14, Lord Panther 1972, The Mungo Who, and Blowzor. Nice, nice. Appreciate that, man. You sorry you missed it? Great episode. You should go back and watch the VOD. This was a fun one. Tiny Bubble says, Tass, if I had a choice between the Queen Amidala Leadership Omicron or the Reva Unique, which would you apply to first? Not even looking, I'm guessing probably the Reva Unique. Let me see. Because the priority of that leadership is fairly low. See that. Nah, you know what? This one's worse than Queen. Queen's better. Good question. See why you asked. All right. Yeah, you wonder, Pain of Demise, you wonder how far Aesop will get, or if he'll just leave it at that. I'm sure he's going to push and try, because he's got every incentive to try and learn from it, right? I mean, for next season. He's a serious competitor. He would do that type of thing. Let's see. You're up late partying, Link. I believe it. Do what young men do, man. Have a good time. I skip lead for Queen. Yeah, I don't think it's high priority, Array. Yes, I know, gamer. We need an Omicron tier list from the best, man. I appreciate that. Stuff. I will be doing stuff. I feel like if I'm specific, then I let everybody down when I get delayed by stuff. But it's all cooking in the background. It's ready. It's ready to be served and garnished. I just need the time. Let's see here. Omicron tier list. Yeah. You skipped the Reva Unique too. I don't think it's high priority either. All right, guys. What's he up to? Is he doing anything? He's kind of chilling for now. I think at the very least he was determined to get through that one team. Yep, there he made it. Total of 26, and he got through. Nice. All right. Let's cite the attacks. Bottom front against his Aphra BT1 000. I rotated Saw, Luth, and Kyle off of defense and used it here for 57. Against Dooku, Starkiller, and OG Cal, we used Reva, Grand Inquisitor, Seventh Sister, 57 banners. Against Kelleran Beck, Jocasta Nu, and Temple Guard with the Temple Guard Kron was Great Mothers, Morgan, and Spirit, 57 banners. Against Traya, Nihilus, Savage, we used Jabba Solo. With that Dark Side Kron, having the level 3 that says if you have less than 3 buffs at the start of turn, you recover 5% health and protection. Completely invaluable. The only thing that would be better than that on top of it would be a bunch of defense on the Kron besides. I might try and make sure I have something like that re-rolled up for exactly that reason. All right, against Reva, Grand Inquisitor, and Malicos. Malgus, Malak, BSF for 56 banners. Now just control the fight, go after Malicos, proceed. In the back, yeah, man. So he had Tuskens. We did manage to take that out with Sidious for 59. We'll talk about the GLs here in a minute. Against the BKM Paz Grogu with pretty high defense on it. I want to say bulk 3? Bulk or speed, I don't recall. But I think it was probably bulk. Otherwise, speed would have maybe won, actually. Because we use we use Boss, Grief, and Mando with the highest available defense Dark Side Kron. I don't think I cared that it was Dark Side, but it was. Like 274 or 250 something defense. It was a lot, and every bit of it was needed to stop our Mando from dying the first time. He still would have had the second life, but you never really want things to get that far. Managed to get around and pull off the snipe on BKM and just rode it into the sunset from there. 57 banners. Against Ahsoka Tano, Wat, and Huyang. Very pleased to say that JKR, Jedi Cal, and Bastila worked again. 54 banners. I used a set 21 Kron this time. Last time I did this, it was with a set 22. I want to say the banners was like 1 or 2 better with the set 22, but no regrets. Against Rey, Swolo, Xeris, so I had to weigh out what I wanted to do with Bane, Queen, Sith Eternal. Turns out I didn't even use Sith Eternal today, now that I stop and think about it. I had him as a potential cleanup for JMK. But anyway, against Rey, Swolo, and Xeris, with the Xeris Crown, we did Bane set. That's the second time we've done that, 54 banners. It's a little dicey there. I think for that matchup, I'm usually favoring armor penetration. Health is more important. You have to be able to take successive whirlwinds, the odd ultimate, stacking, armor shred from Swolo. Yeah, the health was pretty good there. Yes, that was a 54. And against JMK, Cat, Exile, Ezra. So, because I saw that Aesop had already taken something like 8 attempts in on Slacker, and it was still Slacker DRey standing, I was thinking, seeing what he set down here and what he's already likely to have used, I think I'm well within my rights to do a cooldown pull. And so I did. I just threw in a couple units. It was a perfect cooldown pull from the perspective of trying to draw out JMK's third and Exile Ezra's third. And we also got the Smite off Cat. So yeah, just the maximum amount of benefit, I think. Unfortunately, I probably would have been okay to go in with another cooldown pull, because as it turns out, on that subsequent attempt, when I went in with Leia, Drogan, R2, turn meter was really high to do a couple quick turns, swap between JMK and Cat. It felt really impotent. I just felt like we did not have the ability to do serious damage. It took a long time, and, we ended up losing... We ended up losing Drogan. Now, when I stop and think about it, I probably could have used his third, which would have triggered a DI. And that would have spared him some focus. I'm not usually thinking about that. I'm usually thinking about using the basic to land a stun to have more control. So, anyway, that was just a complete wash. I had to withdraw from that attempt. And then on the third attempt, now I had Sith Eternal available as a potential cleanup, like I said, but I had Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan. If you saw last episode against Arsenal, I used exactly the same to clean up a JMK that had already had its Cat killed. I think I used Reva to kill Cat first. So this was the full team, though, albeit with a cooldown pull. And it was bumpy at times. We almost lost Padawan Obi-Wan. There was a lot of focus on Master Qui-Gon earlier. I was concerned. By, the special grace of the Force itself, we were able to line things up where Queen Amidala did a dispel, got rid of all their protection up, and a big hit in from Padawan Obi-Wan's middle took out Ezra at last. We did take out Cat a little earlier in the fight, but we were not out of the woods just by having Cat down, okay? That was not the case. So once Ezra was down, no, what was it? Yeah, we did kill Ezra then, and then finished JMK last, yeah. Really good fight, though. Super fun decisions in today's matchups. All right, let's talk about topside. All right, against Lord Vader, Appo, CX2. Did Rey, Swolo, Cal, 55 banners. Yeah, so I set Seer Malicos down, decided to rotate that in and lift Rey up. I also like the idea that no matter what he kind of was trying to set, there's an effective place to be found for Rey on offense, whether it's against Lord Vader. I might have even saved Rey to go after that JMK if I had something else, better suited. I guess I could have attempted Leia here. But when I was scouting Aesop for this round, several of his opponents have tried and died with Leia, so wouldn't do it myself. But yeah, that was, what was that? Spreadsheet back up. 55 banners. Against Mace, Depa, Aayla. My first attempt was with Gungans. I just was kind of desperate to use Gungans, and yeah, that wasn't it. I know a couple folks in the chat were saying there was a better way I could have played it. I accept that, but this seemed like pulling teeth to make that work. And also, with that damage reduction level 6 for Jedi Vanguard, you need to be able to go after who you need to be able to go after. And it feels, I don't have a perfect recollection of this kit yet, but I feel like you're punished for going after different allies. So if you have to divide your focus, then I feel like they're getting dispelled and healed up, or both. Didn't care for the experience. So JML, Hoda, and JKL on the second attempt was very clean. 37 would have been a 57. Against Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, and Mercenary Wrecker, Malgar ISC, the song remains the same, 56 banners. Against Slacker, DRey, and crew of his, yes, J&K Cat 5s. Nothing new. 57. It lined up the way it needed to. Okay. And against Captain Ithano, Hondo, and Nest. A bunch of stuff I guess I could have attempted against this, but Bam Han Chewie kind of stuck out at me. And 57 banners it was. Had to just manage the Nest there at the end, but we got there. All right, in the back for Fleet, just absolute hemorrhage. Against Executor, I want to say it was a 65 with Leviathan. Not good. I got to tell you, I mean, obviously I have that Executrix fleet on defense, and you do want Palpatine Shuttle as part of that lineup. Got to tell you, it hurts not having the Palpatine Shuttle for healing. But yes, 65 there. Profundity against Endurance, I want to say was 68, something like that. And then Malevolence, we took in Negotiator, and that was 74. That could have easily been a 76. We knocked that out before we even called in a reinforcement. So, good stuff there. Managed to get through. Yeah, so I don't think he's got the material to clear this defense. I don't want to show the back wall to you guys because there is some stuff that I'd like to preserve for the third round. I think I'll have a legitimate round. So we'll see what we've got for that. Catch up with the chat here. Yeah, Ploon, did I win? It feels like it. It feels like I'm in a really strong spot. We'll see. I'll let you guys know on Discord if that ends up not being the case. Here's the link for that, if you're not already there. All right. Oh, your wife's pregnant, Tiny Bubbles? Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Let's get about wrapping this up, raiding out so I can go help some patrons with their grand arenas. Get this line. Okay. All right, so as far as the end of the round goes, like I said, I'll let you guys know on Discord if he ends up clearing me. It would be shocking if he won, but I don't know if it's impossible. So I don't want to say. I will update you. If you're watching me live, then you already know I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassinix. I also simulcast on my YouTube channel, Tassinix Gaming. And if you haven't been there before, you should check it out. There's a bunch of Slugger-related content there that I think you might be interested in. We've got the Datacron set guide videos. I know I still have to make this one. I'm planning to release it before we start the next run of this conquest. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, please. We have the mod guide videos on characters and factions that you've asked about. We've got, helpful tutorial videos like how to use hot utils to, automate for your roster if you're a patron to hot utils. How to mod parts 1, 2, and recently part 3. To learn the fundamentals and specialty cases, all the way up through specialty cases for modding. All that stuff's over there. And of course, it is a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena Focus podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. We break down the last week of combat in the top 100 of thereabouts, in Kyber 1, We talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defenses that we've seen, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we think that's worth sharing with you. That show is natively over on Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description. There is a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program and follow us over there. Aside from that, yeah, anything you enjoyed over there on the YouTube, give it a like, hit subscribe if you want to see more. Really appreciate your support. We just crossed over 1,500 subscribers on YouTube the other day. Cool milestone. Thank you, guys. And if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to support the stream, ooh, he just cleared another team. Aesop's after it. Okay. But yeah, if you want to support me further, of course, you can go with a few ways. First, there's Cash App. That's $Tassinix. I also have a PayPal. That is tassinix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get, advanced power for your own Grand Arena scouting, if you want to get early access to some of my content, including plotting and scheming, and of course, a couple other perks besides, you may be interested in checking out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show that's coming out to our general audience Friday mornings, 8 a.m., but for patrons, they'll have it usually Tuesday night, within hours of us recording. In addition, you get early access to things like the Datacron set guide videos, things like the How to Use Hot Utils had an exclusivity period just for patrons, so a couple other odds and ends like that. And of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you will usually find me lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Ray's Malgus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the VIP Access Plus tier, it's $10 a month for a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool I highlight at the start of the stream that gives you those graphs, really breaking it down and making it easy to understand your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of that with links that you can click that go right back into swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you prefer. Alternatively, you might go with the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili, which is the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else moves you so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can remod your roster like TJ and Fatal do. They like to just run that template a few times a week, keep themselves well-tuned for the next coming week. You can use it to slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, help your guild in territory wars, and a couple other odds and ends. Regardless, no wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you so much to Aussie Mike, Dobby, Esh Satnakam, Meow for Me, Mr. Tony, Shake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, Super Mard, and Trouble Fingers. At VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So, Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils, all in one subscription. Buying those bots separately costs the same just that way. So that's why so many of my patrons say this is one of the best value bundles in all of Swugga. Man, alcohol and talking quickly do not work well together. Regardless, thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Big Ninja, Duckstab, Darth Link, Frick Frack Pattywhack, General Milan, Ibanek, Johnny B. Ottawa, Kev, Mini GK, Pills, Ploon, Wig, Rawling, Salbag, Sir Boss, Sophis, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltray. And at the top of the list in Jesters Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman pops in the stream from time to time, drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support over the years. Thank you so much, my man. And of course, last but never least, our special thanks. First, to the Lost Womprat. You know, I'd already gifted him being a patron for life, and he decided to become an upgraded patron besides, so I really appreciated him for that. But then he went so far above and beyond, helping me set up my stream deck and just making life easy for me, doing what I love doing for you guys. So thank you so much to Womprat. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether it's bringing me alcohol, coffee, or food, as the situation requires, or just keeping our daughter from ripping our home to pieces while I'm otherwise occupied trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, as always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. 2+ years in, I see you guys are still eager to get together on a weekly basis, despite your work and family schedules, to get this job done. I learn from you guys every week. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally mutual, but regardless, it's about our community and the folks that enjoy tuning in, asking questions on Discord, engaging in comments on YouTube. Really appreciate that you guys make the show what it is. So thank you so much. All right, we're back to the main scene. We make ready to raid. Galaxy of Heroes. YouTube, let's go. Oh my. Is no one on? Oh, Trevor's on. Yeah, I got to raid into Trevor then, for sure. Sending everybody over on YouTube there. So who's live on Twitch? All right, we're going to double up on Trevor. Starting up the raid. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Aesop is making progress, clearing stuff, right? Yeah, he's taking him down. This is what I told you. If he got through that, he's going to get through the rest of it. So we have to see how it ends. I shudder to think if he's actually able to beat me, and it may damn well happen. I don't know, man. I'd like to think that we're in a strong spot, though. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks to everybody. It was a really fun match. And, I'll be back tomorrow night to finish out the season, somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.